Our faith must flourish no matter the circumstance, even in times of uncertainty. All right, Shalom. I want to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rukakudash. I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and grace and peace to you elect around the four winds, believing and pushing this truth in all sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your houses. This is your fellow servant, Rokaria, from the GMS Orlando camp. And once again, tonight's lesson is going to be entitled, Our Faith Must Flourish No Matter the Circumstance, Even in Times of Uncertainty. All right. And coming at you with an in-transit lesson. All right. I'm on the move right now. But I wanted to bring out this exhortation for you elect Akim and Akwaf out there, more witnesses edifying and exhorting unto you. All right. And just reflecting off a conversation that me and Akim had this past Sunday after we had finished up class. And one of the statements that was made was the title of this video. All right. Our faith must flourish no matter the circumstance. All right. Even in times of uncertainty. All right. Because as we approach the hour of temptation and the day of Jacob's trouble, all right, we're going to face times of uncertainty. All right. You have to remember that we're entering into some uncharted territory. All right. Unexplored. Uncharted meaning unexplored. All right. Which means that we're going to have to tap into some uncharted faith. Extreme levels of faith. All right. And that's going to have to flourish even in times of uncertainty, even in no matter what the circumstance, even in times of uncertainty when you don't know, how you're going to make it. That faith, our faith still must flourish. It still must be at the forefront of whatever obstacle that we face. All right. Remember in Ephesians 6, all right, it refers to faith as being our shield. Let's get it real quick. This is Ephesians chapter 6. And we're going to start at verse 10, but the point is in, let's see, the point is in 16. All right, but we're going to start at verse 10. All right, and realize, man, extreme faith. From this point on, nothing but. All right, nothing but extreme faith from this point on. All right, and it's time to start exercising that in our lives daily. All right, extreme levels of faith. From this point on, anything else is unacceptable. Really, at this point, what are we doubting? Because the Lord is showing us and continue to show us daily that he's a living power and that he's a man of his word. Look at these prophecies that's popping off at around the four corners of the globe. I'm talking about at this point, you can't even keep up with it, man. That's how much the prophecies are starting to speak. Going to show us that what the Lord is a man of his word, man, and the Lord is a man that he should not lie. All right, and the word that proceeded forth out of the Heavenly Father's mouth is being accomplished. All right, so if the judgments are being accomplished, how much more our salvation? Come on, come on. It's time to think like that. If the Lord was if our judgment was so heavy from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, how much more the mercy, man? As long as we continue to fight this good fight of faith, all right, and to do the will, all right, and to do the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Come on, it's time out for anything else. All right, expect greatness, expect great things from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai as long as we stay on the right path, man. But this is Ephesians chapter 6, and we're going to start at verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. All right. And that's a heavy statement. All right. Now is the time to be strong in the Lord and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Understand that we cannot win by any other means. All right. Your fofo, your pistol, your shotgun, that's all bullshit. It's going to jam in the time of trouble. But I tell you what's not going to jam. The spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that ain't going to jam. That ain't going to jam, Akim. Telling you, it ain't going to jam, man. It ain't jammed up so far. It ain't jammed up so far. We here, all right, with the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, with sound doctrine, with the names that Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, constantly growing and abounding in the faith. The Lord ain't jammed up yet. And he ain't gonna jam up in the time of trouble. Let's believe that. Look at our forefathers. Read Sirach 2:10. But it says, put on the whole armor of the Heavenly Father, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. All right, we face a lot on a daily basis. Not just the physical. All right, we face the mental, we face the spiritual battle. All right, the main brunt of this battle of ours is mental and spiritual. We come against our own selves on a daily basis. For the most part. Constantly fighting off that flesh, constantly fighting off that old nigga. That's the main brunt of our battle, which is even more the reason why we have to put on this armor. Which is even more the reason our faith must flourish. Because in order for us to put off the flesh, in order for us to put off this nigga, our faith got to be on a level to put the spirit first, man. And to keep the spirit first. And to keep warring, and to keep battling, and to keep fighting, and to keep enduring. It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Heavenly Father, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. All right, and we're going to highlight one piece of the armor, but the whole armor is important. All right, you can't go into battle with just a shin guards. You can't go into battle with just a breastplate. The rest of your body's exposed, and that's going to be the point of target, that your enemy goes after. All right, you just got a breastplate on, where them legs going to get tore up. You just got the shin guards on, where that chest going to get tore the fuck up. You got to have on the whole armor. You got to have on the whole armor, That it says that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. All right, we want to have done all to stand. It says, wherefore, stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having on a breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. All right, and the shield is one of the most important pieces of armor. All right, one of the most important tools when it comes to warfare. Why? Because the shield can be used on the offensive and the defensive. You can parry, you can block, you can attack. All right, a shield is a necessity on the battlefield. All right, just like faith is a necessity in this daily battle that we face. It must flourish. All right, we must utilize this tool, man. Our faith must flourish, no matter the circumstance, even in times of uncertainty. All right, and you best believe, Hold on, real quick. Hey, what's up, boss?
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
No, everything good.
Yes, sir. All right,
Almost time to go home.
I know that's right, bro. Have a good day. Jake pulled up on me, man. Salakia. You're going to get back into it. It says, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. All right, and once again, the shield is one of the most important parts of battle, which is why our faith must flourish no matter the circumstance. We must bring faith to every battle that we face. All right, we must allow faith to flourish in every circumstance, even in times of uncertainty. All right, even in times of uncertainty. But let's see. I have a couple of more precepts pulled up here that I want to get into. All right, Lord's witnesses edifying unto you. All right, but the main point of tonight's lesson being, all right, no matter the circumstance, our faith must flourish, even in times of uncertainty. All right, and this is sparked off of that the precept in 1 Peter. Let me get it real quick. In 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 18, it reads, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" All right, and the scriptures speak about the righteous scarcely being saved, which means what? We're going to have to strive for this truth until death. Let that soak in. Let that sink in. All right, it says once again, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly get beamed up yet. But you see brothers going into the church, you see the missiles coming down, and it seemed like the missile just 10 feet away from the ground. And you still ain't get beamed up yet. But that's the Lord. That might be the final test that the Lord is giving you. Are you still going to have faith even in that moment of uncertainty? And that's one of the biggest moments of uncertainty that we could possibly face. Or brothers may go through a certain situation where we're thrown into a FEMA camp and our head is put under the guillotine, you know, and that blade is coming down. You hear it. It's falling. Or right before that, you hear them snickering. Any last words? Our faith can't falter even in that moment. Our faith must flourish even in these moments of uncertainty, man. You know? Or we might be put in a certain situation like the 7 sons in the book of 2nd Maccabees, the 7th chapter. All right, we don't know, you know, but it's not for us to sit here and harp on, you know. Don't destroy yourself harping on these things. All right, rather build yourself up. All right, on the fact that the Lord can deliver you from these things. On the fact that as long as you maintain the faith, the Lord is going to uplift that standard in your life. But since I quoted it, this is Ecclesiastes or Sirach, chapter 4 and verse 28. It says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." Look, yo, you got to understand how heavy that is, man. All right, it says again, "Strive for the truth until death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." So if we strive for this truth until death, if we give it all, if our faith don't falter, all right, if we maintain faith, even in moments of uncertainty, even when the circumstances seem like all is lost, the Lord is going to fight for us. But we have to strive for this truth until death. That's the condition. You see, in order for the Lord to fight for us, we got to fight for him. In order for the Lord to ride or die for us, we got to ride or die for him. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. It says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." All right, this is Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 4. "Ye have not resisted unto blood. Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. And ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the heavenly Father dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof are all partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons." All right, so we have not yet resisted unto blood. All right, for this truth, we have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin. All right, but we have to keep in mind that once we do, go through this trying period, all right, that this chastisement is happening to us for a reason. All right, this hell that we're going to catch, all right, this hell that we are catching is for a reason. All right, it's for those peaceable fruits of righteousness to manifest in our vessels. All right, it's for that glory and the mercy of the Lord to manifest within our vessels. All right, we're being chastised now to be blessed later. This is let me see. Bear with me real quick. Bear with me real quick. All right. My internet is acting up here outside. All right, we'll grab this and then we'll close it out. This is Isaiah chapter 24, and we're gonna hit verse 15. It says, "Wherefore glorify ye the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai in the fires, even the name of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, power of Israel in the isles of the sea." All right, and even in the midst of the fires, we must glorify Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. All right, our faith must flourish even in the midst of the fire. All right, and that's the types of faith that we are striving to have right now, and in which the Lord has given us ample time to practice to have right now. You know, this is what this grace period is about. You know, for us to apply this word to our life. You know, to test the limits of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai as far as faith. All right, not tempting the Lord, you know, but applying new levels of faith daily. You know, trusting more and more in the Lord daily. You know, really applying our blessing to our life, which is faith. You know, which is the Spirit. It says again, "Wherefore glorify ye the Lord in the fires, even the name of the Lord, power of Israel in the isles of the sea." All right, and even in the midst of the fires. All right, even when the circumstances are uncertain, to say the least, our faith must flourish. We must glorify Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. All right, because like it says in Romans the 8th chapter, all right, all things work to the good of them that love the Heavenly Father. And we know, even if we are put to death, there is no death. All right, because we'll be one of the first resurrected when Yahweh returns. Lord willing, we are that number. All right, we understand death. We understand the judgment. All right, we understand that there truly is no such thing as death for the elect. All right, on this side. So we must strive for the truth until death. We must strive for this truth, no matter the circumstance. All right, even in times of uncertainty, even when it seems like all is lost, we must cause our faith to flourish. We must glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But with that being said, that's all we have to say. All right, close it out here. Shalom. Stay up.